Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my recipe of mini chicken pies. Now I'm doing mini ones because I'm batch cooking these and putting them in the freezer, but you can make a big one just to serve for one meal if you want to. But I really hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start off by just really dicing some chicken breasts. I'm using about 4 chicken breasts here. Just dice them as small as you can. Obviously, if you're making a big pie, then you can make them as big as you want. But with these mini pies, you really want it to be as small as possible. So I'm just going to season all of this really well with salt and pepper, and then just chop up any chunks that I think are a bit too big. Then I'm just coming over to my frying pan. I've just got some oil in that pan at the back there, and I'm just going to pop all my chicken in it and just fry it all up. So we're also just going to chop up this leek. This is a huge leek, so if I were you, I would get one like a couple and do a couple. But I'm just going to chop this up and then pop it in the pan. This pan is so dirty, it's so stained. But I've got some oil in there, and I'm just going to add some butter. This is dairy-free butter because this is a dairy-free recipe, but if you want to make it normal, then just add normal butter. Then I'm just going to wait for it to fully fry up and then add my leeks. And then I'm also going to add 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of plain flour. And then you just want to stir it up until it's fully combined, and then you want to leave it to cook for a couple of minutes so that the flour can cook off. And once it's all cooked off, you want to add your chicken stock. Now I will put all of the recipe details in the description box below, so just go down there if you actually want to make this so you can get all of the details. But for now I'm just going to say what ingredients I'm putting in. So I'm just going to give that a really big stir and make sure it's all combined. And then I'm just going to add some of my frozen thyme. I like to buy it frozen because it's really helpful to just have it in the freezer and not worry about it. And then I'm just adding a teaspoon of English mustard and a sprinkle of nutmeg. And I'm going to season it really well with salt and pepper. Then give it a really good stir, make sure it's all completely combined. And remember to flip your chicken, don't forget about it like I just did. And then I'm just going to add my Oatly Creme Fraiche. Now this is dairy-free creme fraiche. It's so good. If you're dairy-free, I highly recommend this. But if you're not, then just add normal creme fraiche. And then I'm just going to mix it all in until it's completely combined. Then once it's combined, we're just going to turn it off. And then coming back to the chopping board, I've just got 1 head of fresh broccoli here, so I'm just breaking it up into chunks, nothing too small. We want nice big chunks so that they can really brown. Then I'm just going to pop it on a tray, season it with salt and pepper, and drizzle it with olive oil, and then just pop it in the oven to roast. This will take about 15-20 minutes. So once your chicken is cooked, we're just going to add it to our pan and mix that in so that all the chicken is coated in the sauce. And then I chose to just add some peas and some sweet corn. Now again, if you wanted to leave it just as it is with the chicken, you can totally do that. If you don't want to add the peas and sweet corn, you don't have to. If you want to add just one of them, that's totally fine. You can completely customize it how you want it, but I'm just going to stir this and cook it until the sweet corn and peas are cooked, and then I'm just going to take it off the heat. Okay, so now onto our pastry. So I'm going to start with my shortcrust pastry, and I'm just going to grease all of my tins. So just with a pastry brush and some olive oil, I'm just going to brush all of them. And then I'm just going to use one of my glasses. This is a pint glass, so it's got quite a big surface. So I'm just going to cut these out into circles and put them into my tray, and I'm going to cook these. And what you want to do is you don't want to cook them too much that they burn. You want to just cook them enough so that they start to colour, but not so that they start to misshape. So now our broccoli is ready, so we can chop this up into really small pieces, and then we can add it to our chicken mix and stir it in. And then our pies will be ready by this point. So as you can see on the left, they are all really nice colour. They haven't like puffed up and changed shape, but the ones on the right have. So you want to cook them for just long enough so that they end up like the ones on the left. And then you want to fill them all. So you can be as generous or as ungenerous as you want with the fillings. I like to put quite a lot in because it's obviously for 2 adults. And then once you've done that, you can chop up your pastry, your puff pastry for the tops. And I'm using the exact same glass, and I literally just place them on top and then put them in place with a spoon. So just put a spoon around the edge so that they really can be tucked in nicely, and then just put them in the oven. So then you can either eat them straight away or leave them to cool. As I said, I'm batch cooking these, so I'm going to put them into packs of 3 and then put them in the freezer. So if you try this, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Mrs. Lauren Oliver. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in another one. Bye guys.